Hello my beautiful people, it is Sherry Moulton back with another video. Hope you are having an amazing day. We are back for day 2 of spring week. I hope you enjoyed my feather. I'm still on the fence about how the paint dried with that texture in it. I like it, it still looks cool. With those paints, you will not have to varnish. There is definitely a coat. There's something in it so that you do not have to varnish. It is actually quite cute. So, yeah. So with that, today we are going to do a bloom. I haven't done a bloom in a while. So we are going to do a bloom kind of like this with some amazing spring colors. I'm going to do a set of 4 coasters. And if I can find my bumblebees, we will be putting our little bumblebee in them. So with that, I'm going to go get my resin all mixed up. I'm going to get it out of my kitchen sink. It's in a bath because my basement is cold. And your temperatures should be at a certain temperature, your resins, for them to mix properly. You don't want to create bubbles. When they're cold, you get lots of bubbles in them. And it's hard to mix. So with that, I'm using my shallow casting resin from Krystal Resin. It is a super clear, bubble-free art craft resin. It's a 1-to-1. It has a 40-minute working time, and it is odorless and non-toxic. It is FDA approved. It is BPA free, and like I said, it has 40 minutes of working time. So I'm gonna go grab mine. It's up in the kitchen sink, and I'm gonna mix it up, and when we come back, we'll be ready to do some blooms. Oh, sorry, as always, please wear your PPE. I wear mine when I'm mixing. I choose not to wear it when I come back because I'd like to talk with you guys. So with that, be safe, keep yourself healthy, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay guys, so I've decided to come in and go show you my products that I'm going to use before I mix my resin up, because I'm in the process of doing a video on a bunch of different ways to do blooms. I've been doing blooms for over 3.5 years. Like there wasn't anybody really doing blooms when I started doing them, and I actually took a little course on it. So I've got this video going on, but I had an issue because as some of you that do the blooms, the resin goes like that. And especially with me, because I warm mine up, it goes even faster. So I learned a lesson. It'll be a blooper at the end of a video. But I just said I'd go through what I'm going to do before I mix the resin, and that way I can still take my time and do my work. Look, I had an accident with the alcohol ink. So I'm going to use, I found my little beads. Let me pull out my little guy again. So we are going to do this type of a bloom, and this type of bloom is done using a tool. It's not piped, and that's what I'm doing in my other video. So I'm showing you how to do different things. So I always used to use glitter. Glitter always got away on me, so I've changed my ways with glitter. So yeah, so I've got these cute little bumblebees. I thought they'd be appropriate, and I get them from Michael's. They're on a string of these. I'll give you the SKU if that helps at all. They're a little expensive. I think they're $9 or $10, but I always get them when they're on sale. So what you need to do is you need to cut off these little wee hooks. Sorry, the hooks on the ends and the top. So I just take my nippers, my pliers, put it right like that. I always cover it because you don't want to, I'm not going to show you covering because you won't be able to see what I'm doing, but always cover your work like this so that you don't, it went way on the other side of my room, so you don't want to poke someone in the eye. And the same with this one. This one I'll try and do half and then half, because you don't want to accidentally nip off the little head. And you could probably cut that a little bit. So there you go. So you got your little bee for the center of the blooms. So I'm going to set these aside. And I thought I'd go through all my colors now before because I don't want, like I said, learnt lessons. My resin doesn't want to cure too fast. So I've decided, I'm using the alcohol inks as always, but I'm using Let's Resins. I've picked a couple from the Metallics alcohol ink bundle, and I've picked a few from the Let's Resins 26 piece, just a regular alcohols. I'm being ambitious and I'm doing a different color in each one. So these two, this one and this one, will have the metallic rich gold in it. I'm gonna do orange, and I'm going to do the blue. So the orange, the blue, and the gold in this one. It'll have the gold, and then I'm doing sapphire blue and magenta with the gold. So these two will have gold. This one has got the metallic silver, and oh, see, they're all closed, but they are leaking on me. That's what happened when I picked up the magenta. It leaked everywhere. And with these metallics, see, I don't know why. With these metallics, make sure they're shaken well because they settle. Like you can see, I've got pigment here. So you gotta make sure you shake very well. Anyways, so we're doing turquoise and peach red with the silver in this one, and then again silver, and we are going to use purple red and purple in this one. So we're going to try and do 4 different colors. Like I said, I might have bit off more than I can chew, but it's only dropping in, so it's not like it's a big deal. I will be using the Let's Resin Angel White Pigment Paste, and with that, now I'm going to mix my resin, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Hello, I am back. I have mixed up 10 ounces. I'm pretty sure that these coasters were 3 ounces per coaster. So I've mixed up enough so that I could put a half decent base and then leave enough room so I can do a glitter layer on the back. I quite enjoy the glitter layers on the back. So I've got my little silicone cup here. I'm going to put in, we'll say that much to do my blooms, and I am going to set it aside here. And we're just going to pour enough resin. And when you do the blooms, basically you just need to have enough to cover the bottom. It doesn't have to be a big deep layer. You're going to get the same effect either way. You always want to make sure your table is level, because that will shift your bloom and you will be very disappointed. And I'm filling these up quite a bit, but you don't need to. But I just wanted to make sure that I have enough for a nice layer of glitter on the back. Because you know, it's all about that glitter, my friends. Okay, I'm just gonna take 2 seconds and wipe out this container. I think I've explained this every time I do this. This container's a hard one to clean. It doesn't clean like the other ones. Like these ones you can turn inside out and they will clean. This one you can't. So I always tend to like to wipe it out as best as I can while the resin is still warm. And this is why everything went funky on me with my last video, because I was doing this type of thing and my resin went and cured on me because, like I said, I end up going, I talk too much. I try to explain myself, I guess. It's not talking too much. I would rather you guys know what I'm doing than just going, what did she do? Or bring you back in a clip where you have no idea what I just did. So here's my Let's Resin. Rez. My apologies. Now if I could open it. Ugh, there we go. Rez Angel White Epoxy Pigment Paste. And I am going to give it a stir. Like I said, it's always chilly in my basement. And I'm knocking off that much. See, it'll be explained in my other video. I'm just gonna get something there. We're gonna give it a mix, mix, mix. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness, Sherry. I got a little zealous, overzealous with the mixing. See, that's what I found with this. It's hard to... You want it to be opaque, but you want it to be not so heavy, because then that's where you get all those blobs, right? And I really think I need more. It's hard to... And I hate... I've seen people constantly put that spoon in this container. No, no, no. I always treat it, working in the medical field, I always treat this as a medication. I don't want to contaminate it. There, I just did a little dippy do. Let's see if that'll work. I don't want to contaminate it and ruin it, so I want to make sure it's true to what's in there. So I never double dip. You don't double dip when you eat with people, so why would you double dip with your... You want to keep your products nice, because you spend money on all this stuff, right? So you want to keep it so that you're gonna... I think that is good. It's hard to tell. Can you see? I think that's good for me. Try and scrape off as much. There we go. Done did 'em. Done did 'em. Oh my goodness. And you guys seen that, didn't you? I'm gonna get that out of there if I can. Let me put the lid on this. See, Sherry always has a catastrophe. Something always happens. Let's see if I can swirl that out with something. Nope. Wow. What do? I got, let's see. I got one of these. See, there's always something. Welcome to my channel where there's always something goes wrong. I'm gonna leave it. We'll see what it does. I'm leaving it, my friends. We're gonna do a little spritz. Oh, no, 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 no. We're not doing spritz. Because if you do a spritz when you're using the alcohol ink, everything goes awry. I'm trying to see my little wee torch. There it is. And we will just give this a little quick. Burst all those bubbles. I can't believe that happened. We're just going to go with it. And I'm going to put my alcohols in now. So I'm going to do, I'm not going to tell the colors because we've already went through the colors. So we're just going to go that way. And this one's getting gold. Just remember to shake the gold. And put the gold here. And I always like to bring the color right to the edge. It all sinks in the end anyway, so look at this, see? It's a mixture, my friends. It is what it is. So I'm going to do the orange in the center. We will do the gold on the middle. Oh my goodness. I have ink everywhere. And we will do the blue on the outside. Hence why my hand was all pink, right? Alright, so let's do, this one is the purple. I got stuff in each one. It is what it is, guys. Let's just see if we can fix that up. And that's why I like showing you everything, because that's almost the same color. Stuff happens, guys. Life is, you gotta learn how to adjust. This one's the the silver. Wow. I think I'm having issues with how I open them. And the silver doesn't take over like the gold. And then we're going to do the turquoise. Wowzer dowser. So let's do purple red in the middle. I was just trying to see which ones. And trying to keep them all separate so I know which ones I've used. This silver's leaking everywhere. Oh my goodness, guys. That is so funny. Probably waste half. Alright, and there we go. So I will list in the description box, as I always do, the colors. And this one does not want to go. Oh my goodness. Let's just see if that helps. No, purple does not want to work. So we will just do, we'll do the red, the peach red on the outside. I tried, guys. Now I have to wipe my gloves off here, guys, because I have made a big mess. Not sure if I'm liking the colors. This one's a little funky for me. Alright, I'm all ready to go. So let's get a tool. I like using, you can use any kind of the tools. The silicone one. This one is an angle, it's hard to see. This one is angled, so I'm going to use this one today. Grab my resin. I am going to give it one more stir. One more stir. And leave it at that. I'm going to grab some paper towel because they're all different colors and I want to make sure I don't cross-contaminate. This is crazy. Let's do do a swirl like this. Oh, you know what I forgot to put the bumblebee in. He should have went first. Next time, guys. But I will link the video where I'm putting the bumblebee in. That's craziness. I can't believe I didn't do that. give it a little bit of a swirl. And this one as well. This one's my least favorite. I don't know. We'll see. All right, here we go. So this method, you just pick it up and you pipe in. And I'm going to put this on the side so I can clean off my... So you pick up your resin and you just pipe it in. Wipe off. You don't want it to drip. This gold really took over. Didn't take over in the last one I did. And I like to go in quite deep in the mold, and it gives it a different effect. Spread that out a little bit more. And it's hard because you can't see, right? So you kind of have to work a little bit quick, just so you can see where you put your last lines. Oh, I forgot to wipe. I just don't want to intermix the colors because I've got 4 different colors going on. And that big one you can pull down. I can't believe I forgot the butter. The bumblebee. No. This is more time consuming compared to piping it in. It's just a whole different effect. Pull this one down because I don't want it to be. And I always try to go around the coloring. And you kind of get like a white tipped, like a white edging on that. Bring that down, and if you get blobs, just take your tool and thin it out, like this one. Thin it out. Carry it over. I think that's it. We're going to give it a swirl in the middle. And again, it's hard to see what I'm doing because that gold took over like crazy. Now I'm going to get another paper towel because that one is horribly messed up. Here we go. And let's go. We'll do this one without the gold and see if you can see better. And this one has the little mistake. Something with it dropped in there. And this one you can kind of see where you've put your petals, because the gold hasn't taken over. I'm going to try and thin that out. There we go. And you can go as wide of a petal or small of a petal. It's up to you. And proceed. You can see it reacting on this one pretty good. Oh no. See, I'm trying to move fast, and that's when things go awry. And then pick the center and do a swirl. Now I've touched the mold on that one, so let's go. Let's do it back into the gold one. It's so hard, you can't see, because the gold has taken over. And when I first did these, I never put colors in. So it's whatever you guys want to do. I always colored by putting my glitter on the back. You can tell I'm concentrating, I'm quiet. Trying to see where I've left off, because it's really hard with this gold. Alright, let's try and get do these outer ones just a little bigger. And I might have missed some in the middle, but it's hard to tell. Let's bring this down. If you do see blobs, now's the time you can always go back in and thin them out. All right, now I'm going to do one layer against just the clear. And you can overlap each one, like go in the middle of the one before. And have fun, play with this, guys. I actually put my piping bag, and I think it was last Valentine's Day. I will link it in the description box, and I will put the video on the end card. I actually took my piping bag and I wrote. Now you have to do it in reverse. Swirl the middle. I actually wrote with my piping bag the word love, and it bloomed. It was really cute. Alright, not so fond of the colors in this one, but we're gonna keep on trucking. And this one I'm not too worried about scraping off because it's the last one. And woo! And the reason why I like doing it this way, I'm an odd duck. I don't like things so uniformed. I don't like things, I don't know. It's just me. I take it as I'm a unique individual, and I love all the odd things. I know I am wiping some off. I just don't want it. I don't want it. I want it to be white. I like that whiteness of the flower. And I don't even think I have very many of my coasters left with the original blooms that I was doing. And the outer layer, you can see it's starting to set up a little bit. Just want to get rid of that big sort of blob. Yeah, I think that's it. And I'm going to do a swirl in the center of this one. And we'll see how it turns out. That one looks good. The bloom in this one is beautiful. This one's coming. I do not like to heat mine. I like to just let nature do its course. Some people heat it up. Some people want to make it bloom more faster. I let it do its own thing. To me, that's the fun part of this. I'm a science nerd. I was a big chemistry person when I was in high school and stuff. Loved playing around. And so to me, this is like a chemical reaction. So it's kind of neat to see what happens with what you're doing. So with that, I am going to do maybe a quick little heat with my gun. Remember, you do not want to use the 99% alcohol because it will change everything that you've just done. It will not be pretty. I am going to probably put a little bit of glitter in this because I made my little bird I had left over and I put glitter in it. So I'm gonna put some of Laura's Amazing Mirror. I'm gonna put that in here and I'm gonna make the top of the bird. And hopefully there's enough resin in there. So with that, let's put it in here. And I have to find the top of the mold, so I won't show you me putting it actually in because I'm not quite sure where it is. If I can see it right here. Oh, there it is. Amazing. Not everything is where you want it to be, so I'm hoping there's enough to fill the lid. I'm just going to give it a stir. Oh, that glitter, Laura. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, I'm just going to dump it on in there, my friends. And maybe when we are done, because this isn't going to be full, when I do the color on the back, I'll top this bird up. I want it all out. Perfect. Now I don't mind leaving these because these pop out easy. All right, get my little heat. Do a quick little pop of any little bubbles that are in there because I can see a few. I like this little torch. I've got the price tag resined on. It was $8.99. I bought it at a dollar store. So if you're looking at that and wondering where I got it. So with that, my friends, I will see you when this is cured, but we're not going to look. I am just pouring. Whoa, that was so close. I am just pouring on glitter. So we won't see the full effect until after the glitter layer goes on. All right, I gotta get rid of these gloves. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello, I am back. I've run out of gloves, so I got one blue and one white one. So anyways, I've come back from work and I have mixed up 6 ounces of the same shallow casting resin from Krystal Resin, and I am going to mix in a silver pigment with silver glitter, gold pigment with gold glitter. Now I'm going to show you. This is why I always covered the back, because I didn't like the color, like how it looked. But look, you can kind of have a little peek at the bloom. It's kind of, you can't see it really. I do have a couple blobs, but that doesn't bother me as much. Let's go look at this one. It's kind of hard, these two with the gold, because you, as you've seen, you couldn't really see where you were laying everything. So they did turn out. It's just a matter of how they look once I get, once we unveil them tomorrow. So I've got my spoon. So for the gold, I am using all of these 4 products are from Laura's Art Corner. Go check her out. This one is, I butcher it. It's in a different language, but it's Pigmenti per artist. It's pale gold. And we're gonna put, I divided this up into roughly 3 ounces each, and we're gonna go with, woohoo, that much of my spoon in there. And I probably didn't need that much. And I'll wipe off that so I don't get it in the other one. And I'm just gonna grab a couple of stir sticks to stir those up. And then I'm gonna add some glitter. Oh, that just looks so pretty. Look at that. And it doesn't, of course, when it cures, it doesn't look like that. That would be lovely if it did. You want to make sure it's all mixed. Of course, I had to cut the stick in half and it's small. There we go. And we're going to add some of Laura's amazing glitters. This one is Goldenrod Chunky Hex. at that. That is gorgeous. I'm gonna give it a stir because it is fine, it is chunky, so you want to make sure that you get all of that lovely goodness in there, not just all the chunky, because it settles to the bottom. And we are doing one big heaping spoon. Give it a stir and see what it comes out with. Look at that, gorgeous. Okay, so we are going to divide this into the two. And make sure they're on here. And get right to the edge. There we go, perfect amount. I'm just gonna scrape out what is in here, because again, we don't want to get rid of any of that beautiful stuff. There we go. Perfecto. Still can't believe I didn't get the butterflies or those amazing little bumblebees in there. And I don't want to spray it with alcohol because these are quite domed. Let me put these together so I know what to tell you I used. Alright, and this one is the same. It is the Pigmenti artisti. It's all wrong and I apologize. Don't have to correct me in this. Oh, that's rose gold. I don't want the rose gold. I have a silver one. Where's the silver one? I just grabbed it because it was the glass bottle. All right. I don't think here. Where, oh, where? I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to find the silver and I'll be right back, guys. All right, here we go. Pigmenti Artist Aluminum. And here we go. Let's get this going. So we're going to do that much on that little spoon. And again, these ones you don't need a whole lot because it's really nice pigment. Just want to make sure I gotta get another. I want to make sure my sleeve does not get into my resin. Oops, stir, stir, stir. All right. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. And then the glitters from these are again from Laura's Art Corner. These glitter from this one is oh my god, Prism Silver Glitter. And I'll just show you. Look at that. That's gorgeous, Laura. And we're doing one big spoonful. Lid on that before I make a mess with it because we don't want to lose any of Laura's glitters, you know, accidentally. Look at that. Just so pretty. And here we go. We're going to pour it evenly. Make sure these are on. Perfect. And get that a little bit, get all of that goodness out. Beautiful. Now I'm going to get in here with my heat gun. Gently, this little wee guy again. And turn it up a little. I like the silver. I don't know about that, or aluminum. Aluminum. Not sure about this. I don't know if I like all that chunky, just a straight little. Got this here. Oh, let's get that out of there. We don't want that in there. And I'm going to grab a stick because I see. Oh, it's not dust, it is just parts of the flakes. I want to see what that is. Pigment not stirred in. So I'm going to give it a stir. Because I thought I burnt it, but that's not what it was. And that one looks good. Alright, so we're going to leave these set. And I will be back in the morning. I'm excited to see how they look. It's always hard to tell. Alright, I'll see you in the morning, guys. Alright, we are back. I'm excited. I'm afraid of the gold ones. I know these ones probably have turned out. Let's do the gold ones here. We'll flip this. The back looks pretty. Yeah, the gold was a mistake. I don't like the, but it's all right. It is what it is. What it is, what it is, my friends. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and oh, that's pretty. See, I don't like how that's so weird. How the gold ink just sat in the back. Do you see? That's weird. But I do like how the petals turned out. I really like that one. Except for the, almost like it's set on a mirror. I've never had that before, and I never really used the metallic inks in it before. I did it in my table bottom, but I never use them in these before. But here we go, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, again, I love the blue and everything. The bloom is pretty, but again, the gold ink just sat in the back. That is so weird. Well, like I said, they're different. I was saying before, I liked different things. Here we go, the silver. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it did the same. See, the silver didn't. That's just kind of pretty. Yeah. Those colors I like. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see. Yeah, really pinky. That's pretty though. The blooms turned out nice. I like the center. I like that, how it just does that one little, really pretty. Sorry, I'm getting the light, not the studio lights, but the light above my head. So, well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed my spring week number 2. I don't know, that's so weird how that gold just stayed there, and the other ink. Anyways, it is what it is. It's like I said, I don't know. I don't know with the gold, but I like the coloring in these two. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It's always a learning experience. And with that, if you have not yet subscribed, please think about subscribing. And if you like the video, give that thumbs up and hit that bell for notifications. And everything I use here today is linked in my description box. And here we go. I like to always give my sponsors a shout out at the end of my videos. So I have the links to where to purchase Julie Cuts molds. I have the links to where to purchase Molds and Shapes molds. I have the link to purchase where you can purchase oh my Let's Resin, which is what we used in here today, the alcohol inks. And my discount code for Let's Resin is Sherry M10. I have the links to Krystal Resin, which is what we used here, the shallow casting resin. And my discount code for Krystal Resin is Sherry Moulton 5. I have the links for the two amazing Rez distributors. I have Michelle from Artworks Resin Canada. Go check out her website. She's got so much more than just Rez. My discount code for Michelle is Sherry Moulton 10, capital S, capital M. And last but not least, the amazing Laura from Laura's Art Corner, where all the glitters and the pigments came from today. Go check out her website. And my discount code for Laura is all capital letters, Sherry Moulton 10. And with that, I will see you guys in part 3 of Spring Week. Love you guys. Have a great day.